Hello, and this is a review of my own replays for 2 games of myself based on a goal that I set up to try and improve on this. So there'll be 2 games. The first game where I will just try to get the hang of it, of like the game first, and then after a review on it, I'll try to implement the notes I've given myself on the first match and implement it on the second. So the advice I'm going to take is from my friend called Ellie, who suggests that I get a hang of knowing my role throughout the match. So I will not be focusing on really winning or having good plays. I want to be more aware of me checking the players on the field at a given moment, checking the map, noting the role I should be in the current moment, and adjusting accordingly. Other than that, if you see there's any plays that I can get better in, like, let me know. I'm very open to feedback and criticisms. I do want to get better in playing the Reflux. With that, let's get to it. Alright, so this is my review of what I had played earlier. Yeah, I would just kind of like say what I was thinking in the moment. I'm sure it's like when this video is up, I will have included the voice over I was saying as I was playing it, so you might have already known what I was thinking. Basically my mind here, I was looking at like the lineup. I had 2 backlines and I had a blaster, so I think it's quite obvious that I need to be more supportive with my blaster. Which, spoiler note, I didn't, and I really want to see the blaster's point of view later. So it's more of that, if let's say I've got another blaster in a future match, to kind of like see how can I support what is in their point of view, right? So while I'm more of a support, I need to paint more. But I felt like I also needed to be more of a slayer as well, because they had more mid lines in terms of like there's the knot, which initially I was like saying is a back line, but I was proven wrong. Knot is really a mid line, I should not forget that. And there's also like the shot and blaster as well, and they also got a Hydra, so it felt like it's almost like the same comp kind of feeling. Right, so that was my idea going in. Honestly, I will say this, I don't know any of the kits from any of the weapons. I know Hydra had like the bubbler. I know Wellstring has the hammer. I don't know. Oh, there's a custom, so it has the... it has wave, but I didn't consider any of those, so I should really start to memorize the kits from each individual weapon if I can. But yeah, that was my thought process going in. Like I was like thinking just paint pretty much. Right, so I'm just thinking of paint, defense. I should not have thrown that torpedo there. Like I keep forgetting how much paint it actually eats up, so I think in future I will try to minimize doing that. At this point I felt a bit pressured. There's like a lot of paint coming through and it felt like we're being attacked. And then I remembered I'm a support. I got the Booyah Bomb, but it was kind of like activated more as a panic button, which I need to see how am I going to avoid doing that, but I can't really think of any ideas at the moment. And honestly, because it was me panicking, I kind of threw it randomly. Thinking about it, probably I could have placed it more at the either like where the Hydra is over there, or like in between both of the players at like the right side. Yeah, so that's my idea about it. But I'm not too sure how much of an impact it will make. Like I'm quite scared if I put it like around, like between them, like that shot at the very far right, he will kind of like go through. Yeah, so that's something I don't wanna like have it happen. But who knows, right? Okay. Alright, so yeah, I was still painting. I went too close to their side of the map. Like this is a occurring problem that I keep seeing myself doing. So I just need to avoid going to their side of the map. And if I am, get a torpedo there. I need to get more used to the milk bowl. Yeah. Okay. So I was playing very passively. My shot sucks. Right. And somehow I got lucky. I do not know how I killed him, but okay. Right, so they got like one down. They were also pressured, so I know that they are very close to their base. So I'm just going to displace them more further over there. Yeah. Right. So again, like this is me going towards their base, which is not a good idea. I do not know how I survived that. Yeah, so I was also targeted, so I'm staying back and just using my torpedo to help, but yeah, I died from there. Now I wanted to see more of like the blaster. I know that's me right now. It's more of like everyone got wiped out, so my initial idea here is to just paint. And this guy was here, and I shouldn't have dropped down. Honestly, I should be at, you can kind of see it later, like the Hydra over there. I should be over there and shooting down. I shouldn't have went down like that. Yeah, but anyways, I want to see the blaster. I think at this point, I was fumbling a lot. Yeah, and I'm kind of like putting this booyah at like a very weird place. So I need to really be more aware about when I'm using the booyah bomb. I think I only do it if I'm like not too far back, but at the same time I shouldn't be putting it too much in the front. Maybe like beside my teammates as they're kind of going in front. I'm kind of like doing it side by side and a bit backwards a bit. Yeah. But anyways, I want to see the blaster because I was saying is that, you know, as a reflux, I should be supporting the blaster who has no paint. But throughout the whole match, I was not thinking about the blaster. And I think I do want to see how is it like being in the perspective of the blaster right here. Alright, so the blaster is here. and he's just standing there because he just doesn't trust me putting paint for him. I feel so bad for him. Oh... Yeah, what was I doing? I was also dead. Yeah, I was just reviving back in and he's coming back in. So he's kind of like knowing like they're around like the base here. I should have been with him. I went down because I was focused more on that apparently. But I know now I got like a special. I wanted to use it to support. And where's my blaster? He's trying to keep them off from our plat to help our back lines. And I'm not supporting him because I'm down there. I did manage to help a bit, but not much. I somehow killed 2 people there. And I tried to kill... Yeah. He's doing a good job with like the limited pain I'm like helping him with. He's doing a really good job. Yeah. So what the hell was I doing meanwhile? I think we were all like huddled there. I don't really know if this is a good thing. But they don't have like a hammer or booyah to kind of like punish us for that. Yeah, at this point it's more of like I realize they keep going to like our platform. Like they keep coming to here to disrupt us. And I think also like our backlines kind of like realize that they keep doing that as well. So they stopped kind of like standing here. But I came back here to try and snuff them out and see if I can disrupt them from being in this stupid place and keep disrupting like my team. Yeah. So that was my idea. I'm like more of a slayer position now. That's what I was thinking. And I'm just avoiding them from going to our base. God damn sensor point. Yeah. And I felt like when I felt like I was being point censored, I just started playing defensively. I don't know if that's a good thing. For Reflux, it's more of that once you are spotted, like I think Reflux is all about the element of surprise, and if they know where you are, like it's easy for me to get splattered very easily, right? So I play very defensively. If any of you guys got like a suggestion, right, like to say in this state what should I be doing, right, other than let's say like farming for pain for support, like if there's some way I can be more aggressive, maybe that'd be pretty cool to learn, right? Where is my blaster? He keeps dying. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So the blaster and me kind of know like they keep being there. The blaster is really aware. I wish I could help him more. Where was I? I was trying to be more with that. Where is my team? He died! Ow! We do have more paint around, honestly, but no, yeah, that's a very scary place to be at. You don't know if they will be there. I was dead, right? Yeah. So yeah, at this point they still keep going there. I'm trying to help my teammate a bit and then I went back for some reason. Yeah. I wish I was paying more attention to my blaster. He keeps going in and I'm not supporting him. If I can be more aware of my player. I think like one is the thing is that you don't know where is like certain weapons is. It's like you can see your teammate's name but you don't associate it. So I think what I should do is kind of like read my teammates' names and associate them quickly. I'm sorry. Yeah. But I think also you can check the map, but map also need to connect the lines and stuff like that. And if they're dead, you can't connect it as well. I think I'll go with name first. I'll try to read up the name. And then kind of like be close proximity with the blaster if possible. I feel really bad with the blaster. Oh no. I think that's one thing is that I can be more aware. Like I was saying is that I don't really know what I should be doing stuff. It's like in those cases I can kind of check the map and then see that kind of player that needs my support. I try to find them and follow them. Yeah. Anyways. I fumbled there. Yeah, I got killed, but I did kill the person on the thing, but I didn't really do much. Okay. My man, stop going into the pit without support. Call for me or something. I knew like one of them was there. He's dead. I was laughing, I remembered. Yeah, and then just try to get back the tower. And we did it! Yeah. So... okay. Some pointers for myself on what I should be doing. Number one is to check the teammates and their teammates' name and their weapon. Number two, if I feel like I am confused of what I should be doing, always check back to the player that need my support and just find them and follow them. Third thing, stop going to the enemy's base if I am. Have a torpedo ready. Yeah. And I think lastly, I think this tree first. I think if I keep putting out too much, I won't be able to implement it in the next game. Okay, so yeah. That is my analysis on this. And I will try game 2. Hopefully things gets better. Okay, that went poorly. Yeah, let's kind of review. So I kind of fumbled because I was looking at like the names and I didn't check more of like the weapon choices. So I think what I would do, check weapons first, then check names later. Yeah, but two back lines and that's me, the 52 gal, and the me reflux. So not really balanced, and from like the ending part, it seems like the I guess the bow didn't do very well. I need to check their position, right? And the opposing side, they have a lot more midline, they have a lot more paint. So my focus was like, oh, I really need to paint, right? But it's quite difficult to swap between because I can't just be fully support. Like it's 152 gal versus 3 midlines. So I had to also play the Slayer role as well. Let's see how I could improve my gameplay on that. Yeah. So okay. Alright. So I was focusing on painting. I probably should have followed him, which I did not. And I think he died early on as well. So my focus was on getting my special. I wanted to put behind the tower and then I missed. I hit the tower. I was really upset about that. Yeah, so I was targeted again because of that. I played much more backwards. And yeah, he went aggressive. I wasn't there with him. Yeah. Unfortunate. I died. Okay. Okay. What I was doing at this time? I was painting. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, he died. I keep putting myself in really bad positions. I noticed him and then I didn't kill him in time. I was very upset with myself. At the same time, I was really thinking, like, the amount of pain we have is very little. I should not be fighting the blobber. Honestly, I shouldn't. Yeah. Meanwhile, he's up here. He's putting himself in really good positions. I really need to learn from like the 52 gal. And I need to support him. Meanwhile, I was like, oh shit, we're all dead. Gotta play a bit more. I did not play safely. Alright, cool. Oh wait, that's not me. Okay. I did see. I tried. Maybe I should have focused on like. I really wonder what I can do. Like the 52 gal. He's quite confident with himself. And he's putting himself in more risky positions. I think for me, this is not my current goal like, right now because I'm still kind of getting used to the role stuff. But I think maybe the next one I need to learn how to be more risk taking, putting myself in positions that posting higher ground. I think that's what he has been doing, putting himself in higher ground, good movement, and yeah, he's painting for himself as well. Yeah, so I kind of like disrupt the way like the person jumping in. At least there's just lesser people. And then just getting that individual away. Thanks for like the follow-up from like the 52 gal. 52 gal right now, he died somehow? Okay, I carelessly again. I went into their base with their in color and not torpedo. I think the stress came from like I felt I didn't paint enough and we need to push somehow because we got two backlines. If I don't go in front, it's like we can't progress. But at the same time, if I go in front, I die. And I think the mindset should be more of that later, which we will see. We got to push when we did manage to kill all of like the opponents. Right? But now this is so bad. I shouldn't have jumped when the ink. I was looking at the map. I should have known. So that's on me. Especially since they had 3 mid lines. They had 3 mid lines. That was not a good place to jump. Anyways, I wonder what is the place that we're all kind of like huddled at our base. Yeah, but we did kill everyone, and after that, it was more of like, okay, they're all down, we need to go in front. And I was like, hey, it's like, I'm finally with you. Let me support you and stuff. I was like really happy. I was like implementing like the feedback. And then I killed that guy, and he's also on a killing spree as well. He's doing great, and I was trying to support him. And I sucked. I need to not miss my shots. Okay, but he's slowly coming back. I'm doing a booyah right now. I thought maybe I can kill one of them, but I did not. He's going in. He needs to be careful. He did such a good job, but we all died there. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I should take note more of the backlines. So I threw that top there because I was scared of like any of them camping there. So I really feel maybe I should have been more aggressive there. Yeah. He died there. I killed those people there, but we had 3 down. Maybe it's just a matchup thing. But I think I could have played a bit better maybe. Yeah. This one I was so pissed. I missed the tower and then we both died. Yeah. So I think, yeah, I'm still not too sure how do I be more aware of like the playing field to know where I should go. But so far in terms of like the advice I told myself from the first game, like torpedoing if I'm going to parts of the, I kind of put down saying it's like if I'm going to the enemies like part of the map, but I think what I'll do now is more of the if I'm going to enemies inc, try to torpedo, especially if I don't know what's ahead. Try to do that. Remembering names, I was kind of like clocking in who was who, but I think after going in is I just didn't focus about who it was who. But yeah, I think there should be a better way to track where my teammates are going in solo queue. And I did follow through with on like if I don't know what's happening, like for example when they got wiped up, I was like, where's the 52 gal? We need to go in together. And I just need to have more of those moments that it's not like, for example, I instantly got that thought when we hit like the wipeout, but I should be having these thoughts like, you know, while still in the match as well. So, okay, remembering names, I don't really know if that's a very good kind of measurement to track where my teammates are. I think I need to start using the map. So that will be my continuous journey to improve my sense of awareness of my role and my teammates around. So yeah, this is not the end of like this current goal I have. I might kind of do more of these. If you guys enjoy it, let me know. And any feedbacks regarding about the video or my gameplay, feel free to put inside the comments.